What's up guys, Johnny Neal here from Kiai Fitness, and today we're going to be going over some of the basics for kettlebell exercises. Today I'm going to introduce you to the Kettlebell Swing. If you've never used kettlebells before, they might be a great thing to incorporate into your training regime, whether you're looking for hypertrophy, power training, strength training, or just trying to reinforce some of those stabilizing muscles that may have gone amiss during your regular training routine. Now the kettlebell swing is one of the most basic power exercises that we can do with kettlebells. It's going to work our posterior chain, which includes all the way down our back, down to our glutes, our hamstrings. It's going to work our legs, and it's going to teach us how to stabilize our core. Now guys, if you are brand new to strength training, then I would recommend you start off on a lower weight. Okay, so with women, start off on an 8 kilo, and guys, I'd recommend you start off on a 12, maybe a 16, depending on your natural strength. This is just to get the technique down, guys. However, if you have been weight training for a while and you're pretty strong, then girls, start off on an 8, and then once you've got the technique right, move up to a 12. Guys, start off on your 12 and then look to move to a 16. I wouldn't go up to the 20s just yet, because they can be quite a shock to the body, and there is a lot of inertia involved in these kinds of exercises, so you really need to get those basic stabilizing muscles down. Okay guys, so enough chit chat, let's start off working with the kettlebell. Hey guys, so this is the kettlebell we're going to be using today. It's a 24 kilo. Please don't try and lift this yet if you're brand new. Work up to it and make sure that you've got proper form the whole time you're training. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to adjust our form. So the kettlebell swing is very similar to a deadlift in its form. We're going to start off just by putting our hands down here, just by our crotch. So you'll feel the kind of V taper in the muscles where the hip joins the torso. From here, what I want you to do is just kind of push in and feel your butt going back. Now while you're doing this, you just want to keep your chest nice and high. And that way we can maintain a neutral spine, okay? So I'm going to show you that from the side now. So keep the head up, look just down in front of you, and from there, just push the hips back, try not to resist, and keep that chest nice and high. Now you can see how my back comes flat, and my knees are bending to allow flexibility in my hamstrings, okay? You don't want to do kettlebell swings with straight knees. Trust me, it's a very bad idea, okay? From here, we're going to just come down, and then we're going to come back up again to a standing position. Push back, and come back up to a standing position. Right guys, once you've got the basic movement down, we can work on the explosivity involved. So from here, we're going to push back with our hands, push the butt back, come down to this position, and then we're going to jump upwards, okay guys? So this is key to getting the hip thrust movement that we're looking for. A lot of people, when they start using kettlebells, they're going to come down and they're going to swing the kettlebell, and they're going to be so focused on getting that kettlebell up, they're going to push their hips through. And that's not what we want, guys. We don't want to overextend the back that way. What we want to do is come down and then come straight back up again. So we want the power to all be heading up to the top. And the kettlebell will just swing naturally. So from here, we're going to come down into that box position and then jump straight up. Down, jump straight up. Land in this position. Straight up, land in this position. Okay guys, once you've got that and you feel like you're ready to take on some weight, we can work with the kettlebell. So let's start off with a kettlebell deadlift, just to make sure that we can support the weight. So from here, kettlebell sat between our feet. Our feet need to be about 1.5 shoulder widths apart. From here, we're going to push our hips back, keep that chest high, reach down, grab hold of the kettlebell, keep that spine in a neutral position, keep the eyes forward, and from there, just pick it up. Chest out, and then come down. Get up, and then come down. Nice and slow, guys. Keep that spine in a neutral position. You can use the mirrors at the gym to keep an eye on your spine, or you can videotape yourself, like I am right now, and observe it afterwards. Now it's important throughout all this, guys, that you're keeping your core nice and tight. Okay, even though we're working the posterior chain, it's really important that we squeeze the core. So as we come back up and we exhale, what we're going to do is breathe from this position here. So inhale and exhale from the stomach. Okay guys, now once we've got all that down, we can start working on our swing. Now, at the start, just start off with 1 or 2 swings just to get that form right. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, we're going to take the kettlebell, we're going to sit it a little bit in front of us. Now the reason for this will become clear. From here, push our hips back, maintain that neutral spine, and we're going to reach forward, grab hold of the kettlebell, and just sit back a little bit. Sit back into the butt. Don't reach for it. If you reach for it, you're going to raise your hips and you're going to start arching your spine, okay? So keep that spine in a nice neutral position. Lean back into it. And from here, guys, we're going to do sort of like an American football hike between the legs, okay? So lean back, and as you lean, you're going to pull it between the legs and explode upwards. So from here, neutral spine, lean back, great work guys, you just did your first kettlebell swings. One other thing that I'd really like to talk about that's very important is shoulder position. Now, you don't want to tense the arms up too much. A lot of people when they do this, they're really gripping the kettlebell, they're keeping the arms nice and solid, and that's great for some exercises but not for this one. We want to keep the arms loose, but we want the shoulders to be taut. Okay, so we don't want to pull the shoulders out of their sockets while we're doing this. We want to keep them back and we want to roll them down like we're holding a piece of paper under the armpit. So from here, come back down, grab hold of that kettlebell, lean back, hike it for some momentum. See how my shoulders are rolled down? Now remember, always put your kettlebell down safely. Don't just drop it or arch the spine and think, oh, it's over, I can relax now. It's not over until you put that kettlebell safely on the ground, guys. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure that if you like this video to like and subscribe to our page, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. My name's Johnny Neal from Kiai Fitness, and we'll see you soon with more kettlebell how-tos.